Son Heung-min stuns Tottenham. Club legend walks away after secret talks revealed. Welcome to Football Focus. Hope you're all having a great day. Before we kick off, if you love football, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Let's dive in. Tottenham Hotspur have been rocked by the unexpected news that Son Heung-min, one of their most beloved and consistent stars, has asked to leave the club. A figure who has embodied the spirit, humility, and brilliance of the club since arriving from Bayer Leverkusen in 2015, Son's shock decision to exit has not only stunned the North London fanbase, but sent ripples across the Premier League and beyond. In a summer already filled with dramatic transfer twists, this might be the most emotionally charged and symbolic move of all. Sources close to the club confirmed that Son approached new manager Thomas Frank earlier this summer to express his desire to leave. This was not a decision taken lightly. It came after months of reflection, and after delivering another standout season where he lifted the Europa League trophy with Tottenham, a moment that now seems to have been his final flourish in a Spurs shirt. For Son, the decision to leave wasn't born out of friction, nor due to any decline in form or fallout with management. Instead, it was about timing, sentiment, and a burning desire to experience a different chapter in his footballing life, one that allows him to return home as a hero, not just to Korea, but to the millions who have followed his journey. There have been whispers in the corridors of Hotspur Way for several weeks that Son was considering a surprise exit. The forward had recently conducted a series of personal meetings with Daniel Levy and other senior staff. Tottenham were prepared to offer him a new deal to extend his contract beyond 2026. Instead, Son chose to walk away on his own terms. The interest from Major League Soccer side LAFC was initially viewed as background noise, yet it quickly escalated into something very real. Son reportedly told Frank and the Tottenham hierarchy that he wanted to end his Premier League journey while he was still performing at the highest level. His intention was to bow out as a winner, rather than fade into the background or become a peripheral figure. Those close to the 32-year-old say he feels he's given everything to the club, and now wants a new adventure, one that may include global expansion opportunities, brand growth, and a more family-oriented lifestyle away from the grueling demands of the Premier League. Frank, who is still settling into his role as Tottenham's head coach, was taken aback by the request. He had built much of his tactical vision around Son's pace, versatility, and leadership on the pitch. According to insiders, Frank had hoped to deploy Son in a fluid front three alongside Brennan Johnson and the incoming Timo Werner. That blueprint now lies in tatters. Fans, meanwhile, are still processing the emotional weight of this news. Son isn't just a footballer to Tottenham supporters, he's an icon. His relentless smile, work ethic, and incredible goals have lit up the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for close to a decade. His relationship with Harry Kane, prior to the England captain's own departure to Bayern Munich, formed one of the most lethal attacking partnerships in Premier League history. Together, they rewrote the record books and came heartbreakingly close to silverware, most notably the 2019 Champions League final. Son's legacy at Tottenham is bulletproof. He finishes his Spurs career having scored 162 goals in 417 appearances, with numerous accolades, including Premier League Goal of the Season and the Puskas Award. His presence helped build a global fan base for Tottenham, especially in Asia, where he's been a cultural ambassador and beacon for the club. But the signs were there. In hindsight, Son had recently spoken in interviews about life after football, about how much he missed his family in Korea, and about the importance of giving back to the sport in Asia. There had also been a noticeable shift in his body language at the end of the season, a mix of joy at finally winning silverware and a sense of closure. His decision to join LAFC is symbolic on several levels. It marks a soft landing from the ferocity of English football, while also allowing him to remain in a competitive environment with a significant Korean-American community presence. It also represents a strategic career move. Son is expected to take up ambassadorial and business roles off the pitch as he transitions towards the latter stages of his playing days. From Tottenham's perspective, this leaves a gaping hole in their squad, not just tactically, but emotionally and commercially. The club is already planning reinforcements, with links to several wide forwards, including Pedro Neto, Nico Williams, and even a sensational return move for Gareth Bale in a coaching capacity. However, replacing Son's character, loyalty, and charisma may prove impossible. Levy has reportedly sanctioned a respectful farewell. There will be no bitterness, no contractual haggling. Son will be allowed to leave with dignity, and the club will help facilitate his LAFC move with minimal disruption. Plans are underway for a testimonial or ceremonial goodbye game, possibly during the international break later in the year. Tottenham fans have flooded social media with tributes, thank yous, and heartfelt memories. The hashtag #ThankYouSonny was trending globally within hours of the announcement. Even rivals like Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool supporters took time to acknowledge the impact that Son has had on the English game. The timing of the announcement, just weeks before the new Premier League season, adds to the shock factor. Spurs were widely expected to build their next campaign around Son's leadership. Instead, they now face an emotional reset. Son's departure also forces Tottenham to reflect on the post-Kane era more broadly. With both of their modern-day legends now gone, a new generation must step up. Brennan Johnson, James Maddison, and Destiny Udogie will be key figures, but there is no replacing the cultural gravity of Son. In Korea, the news has sparked both sadness and pride. Son remains a national hero, and his decision is seen as honorable. Korean media outlets are already preparing celebratory retrospectives on his Premier League legacy. Talks of a future managerial career or federation role have intensified, with many expecting Son to eventually take a leading role in the Korean football ecosystem. As for LAFC, they are preparing for the biggest commercial signing in their history. Son's arrival in Los Angeles is expected to shatter shirt sales records and expand the club's international footprint. The MLF side is planning a Hollywood-style unveiling at BMO Stadium, with K-pop stars, Korean diplomats, and American celebrities in attendance. The move also marks a statement of intent from MLS itself. After signing global icons like Lionel Messi and Sergio Busquets, the league is now turning its eyes to Asia. Son represents a bridge between East and West, an elite footballer who also embodies humility, accessibility, and global appeal. Back in London, however, the emotions are raw. For many Spurs fans, Son wasn't just a player, he was the heartbeat of the club. His farewell will be one of the most emotional in recent memory, not just for Tottenham supporters, but for all lovers of football. In a sport that often feels transactional and cold, Son's exit reminds us of the human side of the game. It's about timing, legacy, and honor. It's about knowing when to say goodbye, even when it hurts the most. And so, as Son Heung-min prepares to step onto a new stage thousands of miles away, Tottenham fans will hold on to the memories, the magic, and the moments. The smiles, the sprints, the tears, and that ever-iconic celebration. He came to North London as a rising star. He leaves as a legend. There will never be another Sonny. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Football Focus YouTube channel for more update news.